Hi everybody, this is Kimberly from Families Designed by Roman, and today I'm going to show you how to bake some spicy oven-baked potatoes. You can use these in your breakfast as home fries or in the evening with dinner. My husband and kids love them. Anyway, here we go. As you can see, I've already peeled my potatoes. So what I do is I first rinse them off in cool water. And then I will take one potato and I'll put it on a plate. I usually use a paper plate. After I have peeled the potatoes, and like I said, I use red potatoes for these. You can use the baked potatoes, but I just prefer the red potatoes. And if you'll see the little bumps, that's why I peeled them. Normally I'll leave the skins on. So I peeled the potatoes and I have rinsed them. So now what I do is I go lengthwise very carefully and I cut the potato. Now you'll see I'll use a knife with a straight edge that's very sharp, so be careful. It's easier to peel potatoes that way. I have the potato like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it again. So I cut it into quarters. And then I will cut them into even size wedges. Be very, very careful when you are doing this. Now, you want to cut them into even size wedges so that they bake at the same amount of time. And I'll just transfer them out of the bowl. And I'll do this way. So once you have sliced all of your potatoes into wedges, I like to give them another quick little rinse. And I pour it out. Now, I've been doing this for so long that I can do this without a spoon, but you might need a spoon for this. So what I do is I pour my wedges into a bigger bowl, and then I drizzle my trusty olive oil over it. If you want a measurement, you can use maybe about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons, depending on how many potatoes you did. I usually do 1 potato per person that's eating it. So since there are 5 people in my home that eat the potatoes, I do 5 potatoes. So got that. Now I'm going to put on my trusty spices, my Tony Chachere's. And I spice it liberally because my family likes it a little bit spicier. It does have cayenne in here, so if you don't like it too hot, then don't use too much. If you would prefer to use a more savory spice, you could use maybe garlic, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of paprika, just a smidge of cayenne to give it a little bit of flavor and a little bit of a kick. Okay, now see what I do is this is how I mix it up. Now, once your spices are all on all of the potatoes, what you do, or what I do, is I get my baking pan and I spray it with a cooking spray to ensure that even though the potatoes have olive oil on them, you don't want them to stick to the pan. And then I just spread it out. Now, you're going to have some liquid. You're going to have some of the liquid from the potatoes because you rinse them, and the olive oil that will sit onto the pan. You'll see it right here. That's fine. Okay, you see the excess liquid? That's fine. You want to make sure that none of the potatoes is stacked on top of each other. Okay, you want to spread them out nice and evenly. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to bake it for 30 minutes. What I do is I bake it for 15 minutes. I'll bake it for 15 minutes, and then I will get a spatula and flip them or as best as possible, and then I'll bake it for another 15 minutes. So we'll see you once it's done. So my potatoes are now done. You can see them. Okay, so we're going to pull them out. I'm going to place them here. You can see all those lovely spices on it. And I will show you what my finished product is in just a moment. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is our finished product. We have baked tilapia, we have broccoli, and we have oven-baked spicy potatoes. Now, if you like these recipes and any of the other recipes that I've shown, please like below and also comment and let me know what you would like for me to make for you. Don't forget to click that bell for notifications, and you can also subscribe. Okay? Thanks for joining me in Families Designed by Roman. Have a good night. Bye. Bon appetit.